be hers in the same way. She needs something outside of us. She needs something that's her own. Maybe outside of Canaryville.
Oh.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Soul Caps, y'all. This episode was a little bit different from other PD episodes that we've been used to, especially over the last few seasons. This episode, but I like the fact that they're doing some different things. It always keeps the show a little bit fresh when they do some different things. So this is obviously a Burgess case. So, this episode was kind of focused in on this girl in their neighborhood named Sasha, and they actually knew her and her mother and all that stuff. Like I said, the case was in their neighborhood, sort of like, you know, what we be seeing with Torres in his neighborhood, and they've had Atwater in his neighborhood at times in the past, doing cases. So, like I said, this is in Canaryville, and they were basically, the episode was like narrated with the girl Sasha who died, who got murdered. Well, so much, it was actually, so what happened was that it was a weird case, because like I said, what happened was it was more of an accident. What happened, they, like, her lifelong best friend Sasha, who was the daughter of a local cop that Ruzek knew, they was thinking it was her brother, who was, I think, like her boyfriend or whatever at the time. I don't know about at the time, but like earlier or whatever. That Sasha, who was the lifelong best friend, she actually staged the murder that happened. It was actually an accidental death. She like hit her head or something, but because Sasha didn't handle it well because she got scared, she made it seem like she got raped or something like that. That's why there was a tear in her underwear. And so basically, she was making it seem like it was a rape and ran away, and, you know, it made it seem like she was, nothing happened. But if she just stayed there and just reported it, you know, she'd be in a lot different situation than she is. So her father was trying to get rid of the evidence and all that other stuff. So it was a huge ordeal. It actually made Burgess think about Makayla, who we saw early in the episode. She started thinking about Makayla in that neighborhood, you know, because she said, look, her childhood isn't going to be like yours or mine's. And she was encouraging that maybe Makayla needs to be more connected to her own individuality, you know, who she is. And so they feel like, you know, ever since they had her, like, they've been kind of shielding her from her original life, which was a lot more dangerous before, which is the reason why, you know, Burgess took her in the first place. And so, you know, her and Ruzek was talking about that, and what they're going to do in the future for Makayla, because they also early in the episode they was talking about Burgess was thinking about switching schools to a school that's a little bit better for her, as far as, you know, college. And then now I understand why she wanted to do this, because she was already thinking about this. She said half of the student body was like black, so I guess she wants Makayla to be around more of her own, you know. And this is something, you know, I thought it was a very interesting thing, because I'm actually glad, like, Burgess realizes that with Makayla, since she is black, that they shouldn't be shielding her away from where she comes from so much. And, you know, kids that look like her could relate probably more to her because she is black. But there is something to say, hey, you know, has Makayla been complaining about her life, you know, because I remember when Ruzek was saying, like, she likes her school, she likes her friends, but, you know, this case too, it was kind of hitting home for Burgess, because I think Sasha was mixed though. I think Sasha was mixed, but obviously, you know, mixed with black. So, because they showed the mother was white. So it's one of those things where it's like, you know, because her best friend ended up being a white girl who accidentally had, you know, killed her. maybe she was thinking about that, like, what if Makayla's in the same situation? You know? I would love, you know, I like this new problem that they got for this situation with Makayla, because this is something that they could bring back up at any time, and let's see what they do. Do they put her in that new school? Does she bond well with the other black kids at that school? You know, it's not like she going to. See, the one thing I would have told Burgess, don't you dare put her in no damn public school. Don't you dare put her in no damn public school. You know what I'm saying? Don't you put her in no public school where she around, you know, some kids that she don't even need to be around regardless of their skin color. She don't need to be around none of them. Because they're going to have an impact, a negative impact on her life that you ain't going to want to deal with. So, I was like, oh shit. But at least that school is like a private school, so she'll be okay there. But we'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. Go on ahead and give me your thoughts on this. Give this video a like, share, subscribe, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. So caps, y'all.